Welcome to Morning Joan, darling. I'm so glad you're joining me today for a dose of entertainment, fashion, and a whole lot of sass. Can we talk? Let's dive right into the top story of the day. Rosé and Bruno Mars's hit single Apt is still killing the game in the UK, 40 weeks after its release. Face it, darling, that's no easy feat. The song has managed to climb back up the charts, returning to the top 40 region and appearing on 5 different tallies simultaneously. Oh, grow up. That's impressive. Now, I know what you're thinking. How is this possible? In an industry where songs are here today and gone tomorrow, Apt has defied the odds and continued to rise. Trust me on this, it's not just about the music, it's about the marketing, the branding, and the overall package. Rosé and Bruno Mars have got it going on, and their collaboration is still paying off big time. Let's get into the numbers, shall we? Apt has lifted on 4 rosters, and even returned to the official physical singles chart, where it's reappeared at number 38. Physical copies of the song are still selling like hotcakes, darling. And when it comes to streaming platforms and pure purchases, Apt is a top 40 hit on all 4 charts where it's still found. Now, I'm not one to toot my own horn, but I did predict that Apt would be a game changer. The multilingual track has got something special, and it's clear that the public can't get enough of it. Who are you wearing, by the way? Just kidding, darling. We're talking about music here, not fashion, yet. In all seriousness, Apt has proven to be a surprisingly sturdy smash, and its success is a testament to the power of great music and clever marketing. Please, don't even get me started on the industry politics behind it all. That's a whole other story, darling. We'll be right back with more tea on Morning Joan. Stay tuned for our next segment, where we'll dish out the latest fashion trends and celebrity gossip. Welcome back to Morning Joan. We're halfway through our show, and I'm excited to dive into the world of film and arts. You know, there's nothing quite like the magic of cinema to transport us to new worlds and ignite our imagination. Speaking of which, let's talk about some exciting news from the Venice Film Festival. The Cartier Filmmaker Award is being presented to none other than Julian Schnabel, a true visionary in the world of art and film. His latest project, In the Hand of Dante, is set to premiere at the festival, and I have to say, it sounds like an absolute masterpiece. The film stars an all-star cast, including Oscar Isaac, Gal Gadot, and Al Pacino. Schnabel's unique perspective as both a painter and filmmaker brings a captivating visual language to the story, making it a must-see for anyone who loves cinema. What I find particularly intriguing about Julian Schnabel is his ability to weave together art, literature, and music into his films. He's a true original, and his body of work is a testament to the power of creativity and innovation. As he prepares to receive this prestigious award, we can't help but feel inspired by his dedication to his craft. And, of course, no conversation about film would be complete without mentioning some of the other exciting projects on the horizon. From Julian Schnabel's In the Hand of Dante to new works from acclaimed directors like Luca Guadagnino and Kawase Naomi, there's so much to look forward to in the world of cinema. So take a moment to appreciate the beauty and magic of film, and let's get ready to dive into our final segment. We've got one more cup of tea to share with you today, and it's going to be a real treat. Stay tuned for today's last cup of tea, right here on Morning Joan. Welcome back to Morning Joan, darlings. We're wrapping up today's show with a juicy dose of Hollywood gossip and some fascinating insights into the minds of our favorite celebrities. So, let's dive right in. I've got 2 delicious stories for you, and they both involve some of the most talked about names in the industry. First up, we have Ari Aster, the genius behind films like Hereditary and Beau Is Afraid. Now, I know some of you might be thinking, Ari who? But trust me, this guy is a big deal in the world of cinema. Apparently, after Beau Is Afraid didn't quite live up to expectations at the box office, Ari's dad had some, let's call them constructive suggestions for his son. According to an interview on the WTF with Marc Maron podcast, Ari's dad told him that maybe he shouldn't write his next movie. Ouch! Can you imagine having your parent tell you that? I mean, I know my mom has given me some interesting feedback over the years, but that's just harsh. But here's the thing, Ari didn't take his dad's advice to heart. He went ahead and wrote Eddington, which is currently in theaters and stars the incomparable Joaquin Phoenix. Now, I haven't seen it yet, but I've heard mixed reviews. Some people love it, while others are just, well, not so much. And then there's the news about the shakeup at Paramount Skydance, with Stephen Colbert's Late Show getting cancelled amidst all the drama. Samantha Bee had some choice words about the whole situation, saying that the show was hemorrhaging money, and that it was a no-brainer to cancel it. Yikes. I mean, and I love Samantha, but that's just brutal. But let's get back to Ari Aster for a second. I find it so fascinating that he's willing to take risks and try new things, even if they don't always pay off. I mean, Beau Is Afraid might not have been a commercial success, but it's still a unique and thought-provoking film that's worth watching. And speaking of unique and thought-provoking, have you seen the cast for Ari's next project? It's like a who's who of Hollywood A-listers. I'm not going to spill all the tea just yet, but let's just say that it's going to be a wild ride. That's all for today's Morning Joan. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and until next time, stay fabulous.